Hey guys, it's Mike the Wrestling God Smith, and you guys are watching On Wrestling. This video is actually for the Royal Rumble that we just watched yesterday, and I gotta say, the Royal Rumble card, like, I didn't see the pre-show. I guess that was an okay thing. I was okay with Nia Jax winning again, but I was more happy with the Women's Rumble because like the Women's Rumble was fantastic. Like the amount of talent that we had in the ring, like NXT, Raw, SmackDown, like NXT UK, like literally dude, like people coming in, like legends of like women's wrestling, like Tori Wilson, like Lillian, like her showing up, and like her showing up in Tori and Victoria, like that, like the women's rumble was like phenomenal because like bruh, like the eliminations were crazy. Like we had Nikki Cross, which I haven't seen in a couple of weeks. I haven't seen her since. We had her. We had Nikki Cross. We've had literally everybody. Like we literally had I guess you could say like Alexa Bliss. She tried to do the Fiend thing, and I'm glad that Rhea Ripley like kind of eliminated her.
I'm not sure.
And the thing with Rhea Ripley, like I was rooting for her and Alexa, like not Alexa, Bianca Belair to be the final two because like here's the thing, it was so crazy that Lana got to be in the final four. She got to be in the final four and do it. Like even with all the stuff that happened, and she took out Nia Jax, she took out her rival that's been rivaling with her since Raw, like ever since like she came back. I mean, literally like since Rusev left and she came back. And the thing is, like I think they know what to do with Lana. I think they're trying to push her too, because like she wants to be women. She wants to be in WrestleMania. And I think I think if Natalia didn't try to like sucker punch her a little bit, because it's like Natalia's always been like a dominant women's champion. Like she was a dominant divas champion since when the title was intercepted. And to me, like to see the original Black Widow, and then like I really wouldn't want. I wanted to see AJ Lee more, but I really would have thought they probably wouldn't have brought her out. Like she would have had to train like immensely. That then without AJ Lee, they would have had to bring Punk, which would have been fine. CM Punk would have been fine to bring in because I would have wanted to see him. Because the thing was, I got to see stuff that I really would never get to see. Like I actually got to see Tori Wilson. Like I got to see Tori Wilson more this year and then like in the previous years because it's like Tori Wilson was part of the Attitude Era. I mean not Attitude. Ruthless Aggression, and I just feel like she was great. Like everybody looked great. I love the fact that Rhea came out. I love the fact that her and Charlotte actually got to duke it out. She got to do a couple riptides to people, which was cool. But Bianca Belair was doing KODs to everyone, and Bianca Belair, and I said this 2 years ago when I made my prediction, and I said she needs to be booked. I said this when she got on Raw. I said this when she got on SmackDown. She is going to get that SmackDown Women's title. She's gonna get it from Sasha because it's gonna be such a money match that it's gonna be so good because everybody's gonna want Bianca to win. Bianca is not a bad person. She's not. She's her charisma, her strength, her ability in the ring, her promo skills is ridiculous because it's like I want her, yo. I wanted her to be in the ring. Like I wanted her to be in the Royal Rumble, and like when she was in the Royal Rumble, like the 2 years ago, after I think right after like the NXT thing, they just like she was shining, bro. She was a star. She was dumping people. She was getting eliminations like crazy. Her and Rio were just packing them up, and I'm just like, bro. Then all she really had to do was win. Like if she did at the number three spot. Most people at number three always get eliminated, or so the number 30 or number 29. She did it at number three. And this is the thing, like I don't even mind. I didn't mind Bailey. I didn't even mind everybody that came out because, like I said, the Women's Royal Rumble was good. But I'm gonna get onto the Goldberg McIntyre thing. That match was good because it was crazy and like Goldberg is still a living legend. This dude is still the icon, and him coming out and just beating like literally spearing like Drew McIntyre, and spearing him into the barricade, giving him like three spears plus a jackhammer, and he still ate it. And he still ate a claymore and he won. See, in this story, like I wasn't really mad because I've seen a lot of stuff with it, and this is the thing I don't really get mad about because he had a presence. Drew has that same presence, and he likes thriving. He likes being the champion. And like I said, I loved like on top of my greatest. I think this is gonna be match of the year, which will be Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns last man standing, because that last man standing was brutal. Like literally the amount, like the inception, like literally going up on the Thunderdome's like lofts or whatever, and throwing Kevin through those two tables again. He gets out of it. He starts crawling to the back. They start brawling. He literally stands up. Roman hits him with a golf cart, goes through the plexiglass, and literally, I think he was trying to avoid it. I really think he was trying to go through. Like, I literally thought if he was gonna jump through it or kick through it or something like that. But like Kevin Owens wasn't playing, dude. He wanted to rip this dude's head off. Like he went from like they did a pop up power bomb when they first started, chair shots to each other, literal chair shots to each other. Dude took the forklift, lifted it all the way up, like lifted it all the way up. Did a diving like a rolling senton through that table and broke his ribs. Like this is the thing I'm seeing a lot of stuff with because this is great. Like them beating and literally beating the crap out of each other and literally trying to handcuff Kevin to the thing, and then he does it to Roman, and he's literally trying to get up, and he almost won, and then Roman like literally by the grace of God takes the referee, hits him against the thing, and tells Paul to get the key to get him out. He's fighting to get him out. Then Roman puts Kevin through the guillotine and makes him pass out, and then he wins. Because the thing is, like, I don't think this feud is really over because it's gonna at Elimination Chamber. It's gonna keep going. He's not done. Him and Kevin Owens are far from done. They're far from done. I'm telling you, they are far from done. Kevin Owens is not going. He's gonna keep coming back. And Roman don't understand. Like this is one guy you're not gonna be able to get rid of. Because if it was Goldberg, he would have did it in 1, 2, 3. He would never came back. No, Kevin wants that belt for a reason. He wants to be on top of the mountain again. He wants to be, and that's the thing. And I think that's what's keeping him going because he wants to be Universal Champion. He wants to be the longest reigning Universal Champion, next to Finn, next to Seth. Like all these dudes who came and went, he wants. And like I said, like even like I'm gonna talk about the men's Royal Rumble in a second. Um, like Royal Rumble was good all of all. The men's Royal Rumble. This is my last thing I'm gonna talk about. It was fantastic. Like, I got to see everyone. I got to see literally Edge come in and dominate on Randy Orton. I got to see him their semblance of Team RKO. I got to see Edge and I actually got to see Christian. I got to see Carlito, and Carlito looks freaking jacked. And he got a mustache and everything. This dude looked jacked. And this is the craziest thing. Like to see Carlito and after that policy and everything else, like to see this dude, like I haven't really seen this dude like maybe like what, 10 years? And him coming back now, which is like 14 years or 15 years later, like to see him is freaking crazy. Like the amount of talent they had in there. They had Big E. Big E was doing like he was showing everybody. Him and Bobby Lashley were just going at it. And I love the fact that he had the strength to get him. And here's the thing, that even if Drew didn't have to be in it, which I would have loved, but the fact that Edge and Christian, literally like Christian was doing kill switches to everyone, and literally still looks great as he did, 7 years ago. Still looks the same that he does. Doesn't age, doesn't gray, doesn't lose anything. Still looks great. And still looks great today. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought, like, in my mind, I was going back to 2010 and 2009. Like, when he came back. And this is the thing. Like, I really thought him and AJ were going to get into because the whole TNA thing, but there was so many remnants there. And this is the thing that I wasn't really mad about because Edge is a guy who's had opportunity after opportunity when he first got here. And ever since the Attitude Era, ruthless aggression, like literally ruthless aggression going into the universe, like not even the WWE Universe era yet, going into the PG era, they literally have given this dude so much to do. And he comes in and 9 years later, 9 years, it's almost a decade, 9 years later, comes in the Royal Rumble at number one and does it again. Does three wins the three does the breaks the record of three Royal Rumble eliminations and wins. Lasts to like pretty much the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble, and eliminates Braun Strowman, eliminates Randy Orton, and wins. And literally looks at the points at the sign, and his emotion like it's surreal because like I'm not saying I'm freaking out, but like to book a guy. And this is what I'm thinking about, guys. Like, even with the Royal Rumble, and we still got Elimination Chamber to go through, to book the dude who's gonna be at WrestleMania in literally 2 months away, like, this dude is literally a walking god. Like, this dude came in, and normally, like, I thought Christian might do because Christian was in the Final Four, and Christian would have, like, you know what, I want to be WWE champion. No, I love the fact that Edge came in, and he tempted fate. This dude, it was like Back to the Future. No, it wasn't Back to the Future, bro. It was him. He's the ultimate opportunist for a reason. He came back and won in January. I think it was January 1st, 2009. He won, and he won on the 31st in 2021. So to do what he did is really like crazy ridiculous because I've never seen this dude like do that type of thing. Like to tempt fate again. Like nobody in wrestling history has done that, except for Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he likes being retired, but I think Edge is like, nah, bro, I'm not done. I didn't get to retire on my terms. I want to have the belt. He's like, I want to win the belt from Drew, then retire, and I think that's why he wants to be in it so much. And like I said, guys, I mean, Royal Rumble was great. It was fantastic. It was something I would never expect it. Like the amount of talent that we got. If it was like a 50, like if it was like a 50 or 40 man, I probably would have never understood. Like I probably would have never gotten it. Because it probably would have been great. It probably would have been better if John Cena was there. Because like they've had so many rivalries. They've had so many like back and forth matches, like from ladders and tables and TLCs and everything else they've had, and last minute and backlash and everything. And the thing is, he wanted to be champion because it's like, bro, it's the legacy. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.